Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today we will lose ourselves in The Jewel of Seven Stars by Bram Stoker. The Jewel of Seven Stars by Bram Stoker, published in 1903, is a gripping tale that combines elements of horror, mystery, and the supernatural. The story follows young barrister Malcolm Ross as he is drawn into a terrifying mystery involving the famous Egyptologist Abel Trelawny, who has fallen into a deep, inexplicable coma. Trelawny's obsession with the ancient Egyptian queen, Queen Tera, and her powerful jewel of 7 stars becomes the focal point of a series of eerie and unexplainable events. The novel explores the clash between modern rationality and ancient magic, delving into themes of life, death, and the quest for immortality. With its atmospheric setting and rich descriptions, Stoker weaves a narrative that is both suspenseful and haunting. Plot summary. Malcolm Ross, a young barrister, is jolted awake in the dead of night by an urgent message from Margaret Trelawny, the daughter of a famous Egyptologist, Abel Trelawny. Malcolm hurries to the Trelawny residence, only to find the household in chaos. Abel Trelawny lies in his bedroom, unconscious and severely injured. His wrist bears strange, jagged wounds, as if inflicted by some wild animal or mechanical device. The room is filled with ancient Egyptian artifacts, lending an eerie air to the scene. Malcolm learns that this is not the first time Abel has been attacked, and the nature of the wounds puzzles everyone present. The house is shrouded in mystery, with the scent of bitumen and spices lingering in the air, a scent that seems to come from the numerous mummies and relics that fill Abel Trelawny's room. Among these relics is a peculiar mummy cat and a large stone chest adorned with hieroglyphics, each item seemingly significant and linked to the enigmatic events. As Malcolm joins the group watching over the stricken Egyptologist, he is drawn into a web of ancient secrets and unseen forces. Margaret, deeply distressed yet resolute, reveals that her father had been engrossed in the study of an ancient Egyptian queen named Tera. Queen Tera was not just a monarch, but a sorceress of immense power, shrouded in myth and legend. Abel Trelawny believed she had mastered the secrets of life and death, transcending mortality through the power of the Jewel of 7 Stars, a ruby of extraordinary size and brilliance. This jewel, which now rests in a protective case near the mummy of Queen Tera, is said to have mystical properties connected to the stars, particularly the constellation of Ursa Major. Abel Trelawny's obsession with Queen Tera had grown to the point where he was preparing to perform an ancient ritual intended to resurrect her. He had meticulously gathered all the relics needed for this ceremony, including the mummy cat, which had an inexplicable influence on Silvio, Margaret's own pet cat. Silvio, usually calm and gentle, becomes wild and agitated in the presence of the mummy cat, suggesting an ancient enmity that transcends time. As the days pass, Abel Trelawny remains in a state of deep trance, not quite dead but not alive in any conventional sense. His condition perplexes Dr. Winchester, who can find no medical explanation for it. The mystery deepens as more bizarre events unfold. Despite the watchful eyes of Malcolm, Margaret, Nurse Kennedy, and Detective Daw, Abel is found out of bed and lying near the great stone chest multiple times, with his arm stretched toward it as if in supplication or fear. The wounds on his wrist, rebandaged each time, look more like they were made by some creature's claws than any known weapon. Margaret, despite her modern upbringing, seems increasingly connected to the ancient artifacts. She has strange dreams and experiences moments of deep trance herself, during which she seems to channel some otherworldly knowledge. Malcolm is both fascinated and horrified as he watches her, feeling a deepening bond with her, but also sensing the pull of something far older and darker. Meanwhile, the atmosphere in the house grows heavier, as if the very air is thick with ancient curses and the weight of millennia. One night, after an especially tense vigil, the group decides to perform the ritual Abel Trelawny had been preparing for, hoping to either free him from his trance or at least understand the forces at play. Malcolm, Margaret, and the others gather in the room filled with relics. They arrange the objects as described in the ancient texts Abel had studied. The Jewel of 7 Stars is placed at the center, its facets catching the dim light with an unsettling brilliance. As they begin the ritual, a strange energy fills the room. The air crackles with static, and a low hum, almost like chanting, seems to emanate from the mummy of Queen Tera. The jewel begins to glow with an unearthly light, pulsating in sync with the heartbeat of the cosmos. Margaret falls into a trance, her eyes fixed on the mummy as if in recognition or communion. Malcolm feels an overwhelming sense of presence in the room, as if Queen Tera herself is watching, waiting to reclaim her place among the living. Suddenly, the jewel emits a blinding light, filling the room with a radiance that makes the shadows dance and twist. The mummy of Queen Tera appears to shift, as if the ancient queen is stirring beneath the wrappings. Silvio, who had been brought into the room, hisses and arches his back, his eyes reflecting the glowing jewel. There is a sensation of movement, not just in the physical space, but in the very fabric of reality, as if time and existence are being bent and twisted by the power of the ritual. The climax is a whirlwind of sound and light, with the jewel at the center of it all. Then, as suddenly as it began, it ends. The room is plunged into darkness, the jewel's glow fading to nothingness. Silence falls, and for a moment everyone is frozen, unable to comprehend what has just occurred. Slowly, the lights are turned back on, revealing Abel Trelawny lying on the floor, his eyes open but unfocused. He is alive, but there is an air of profound change about him, as if he has been touched by something beyond human understanding. Abel Trelawny awakens with no memory of the ritual or the events that led to his strange condition. He is weak but coherent, his eyes now holding a shadow of something ancient and knowing. The jewel of 7 stars, once vibrant and full of power, is now a dull, lifeless stone, its magic seemingly spent or transferred elsewhere. The mystery of Queen Tera remains unresolved. Did they witness a supernatural resurrection, or was it all the result of suggestive power and ancient science beyond their comprehension? The question hangs in the air, unanswered and unsettling. Margaret, though relieved to have her father back, is haunted by her experiences and the strange bond she felt with Queen Tera. Malcolm, too, is left wondering about the true nature of what they have encountered. As they leave the room, it is with a sense that they have been part of something far greater and more dangerous than they could ever have imagined, a mystery that reaches back into the depths of history and touches the very fabric of life and death. This was just one story. Bram Stoker has plenty more for you to discover. Check them out in the description or on Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Bram Stoker's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.